We're here with two of the most famous and most well-paid South East Radio broadcasters, Gerry Forde and Willie Wickham. It's a pleasure to have you both here, gentlemen. And you're going to call the final rounds of the Pettitts Senior Hurling Championship Group A. And first up, we've Clubon and Green. How do you see that one going, Gerry?
An absolutely crucial game, in particular for both sides, because if Clubon beat Glyn, Clubon are saved and Glyn are in the relegation final, and if Glyn get a draw, Clubon are in the relegation final. Clubon have been unlucky in some of the games. The first game here against Rathnure, they were well in the game and gave away a late goal. I think we'll get the best performance of the year out of Clubon, so I'm slightly tipping Clubon because it's such a crucial game for them. Now, Glyn haven't said the last day beat the Shelmere as well, but they got a great contribution from Mick Doyle. I think he got a great goal, he got a few points, and he won about 6 possessions. And I think if Clubon can curb Mick Doyle next weekend, I think I give Clubon just an edge there, because it'll save him from going to the relegation final. So there's a huge amount at stake, in particular for Clubon.
How do you see that one going, Willie?
Well, I'll have to disagree with Gerry straight away, because from one point of view, Glyn actually can qualify for the quarter final if results go and Glyn win their match. And at the way Glyn are hurling at the present time, I'd reckon they're a step or two above Clubon. I don't know what's happened to Clubon this year. Completely folded. 4 games played, no points. And the form wouldn't suggest that they're going to win this one. Glyn have everything to play for, and I'd expect Glyn to come through.
Now, I have a personal allegiance here for the Shells in the Alley, but putting that aside, Gerry, what do you make of this one?
That's a desperate, difficult game to call, because Shells are going on both fronts, going very well in the football. They've won 4 of the 5 games, but the Alley, we saw them in the Leinster Club Championship very good early in the year, and they've been missing a few players with injuries, but it's a huge game to call. But I would maybe the Alley have been slightly better form, so I might slightly edge the Alley in this one, because they're concentrating on hurling, where Shelmaliers are trying to carry on both games at the moment. But slightly favour the Alley in this one, but it could be a very tight game.
Do you agree, Willie?
No, disagree again. Shelmaliers have more going from their hurling reasonably well now. Again, they've improved, although I think they lost football in the last hurling match, which is not a good sign. Won the last football, sorry, yeah, because Glyn got the results there a couple of weeks. But there's some serious hurlers in the Shells and that, and Stephen Banville, if he was on his game, capable of beating everyone. Not always in the best of form, but I reckon Shells will have enough. The Alley were beaten the last day out with Rathnure, I think it was, and both of them are struggling for a win, so to speak.
What's a crucial factor on if Kieran Kenny is back for the Alley, he's the heartbeat of that team, and we saw what he did. He went back full back in the Leinster Championship, won again but he's crucial to Buffers Alley, and he missed the last day. If he's back next weekend, I think Alley have an edge, but it could go either way.
Closing this, Rathnure and Islegate, I think this one's going to be tight as well. What do you think, Gerry?
This one I find it very hard to call, but without doubt Islegate have been the revelation in this year's championship. They're getting goals. They have that inside forward line with Podge Dorn, Seamus Casey, and then the 3 Rex then further out the field. If Islegate produce the same form that they've been producing in the other 4 games, they have to win. But then Rathnure are very difficult to beat. But I will go for Islegate, because they've been playing so well and they have the ability to get goals.
Willie?
Well, of course, the fact that both have qualified, there won't be that huge a pressure on either of them, but Islegate, as Gerry said, a breath of fresh air to hurling this year. Now, they were beaten by Gorey in the under-21, and you see what's happening in Gorey here tonight, so that'll be something to contend with as well. But I mean, I always regard Rathnure as the Kilkenny of Wexford hurling. They're never really down and out, and I think they have a point to prove, and maybe this weekend could be winning a game for Rathnure. Jack Guiney is beginning to pile on a bit of decent form now, and they've young Murphy, I think there's a wing forward there, and I think maybe Rathnure, as I say, nothing really at stake, only pride. It's just first and second in the group, like.
You said Billy picked up on a good point there. Jack Guiney, a little cameo spell the last day, and he was outstanding. He got a fantastic goal, definitely the best goal I've seen in the club championship this year in Wexford. He got a fantastic goal, and Jack on his own can almost win a game, but I still think Islegate are going so well that it's just about fancy Islegate.
If we thought there was a lot up for, well, in the early ones, a lot up for grabs in the Group A, there's a hell of a lot down on up for grabs in the Group B there, with Martins and the Raps anyway, the first one. A lot of teams fighting for relegation here to escape that bottom of the group. What do you think of this one, Gerry?
Yeah, it's hard to look past the Martins, I think in fair, I know there's 2 of the Martins lads watching us here, and we have to be careful what we say. Paddy Waters is watching us here, but we see the under-21s here tonight, but I think Martins are the coming force in Wexford hurling. They're definitely going to test out this year to get that far, but I can't see beyond Martins. The Raps now played okay last day, but I can't see the Raps put up a fair score against Outler, but Outler got a lot of scores as well, so I can't see past the Martins.
Do you agree on this one, Will?
Yeah, I'll agree on this one. I think the Martins are at the stage. Their biggest problem with him is that they can't see themselves being beaten, and maybe a little bit of overconfidence will creep into their game with that. But certainly the referees are not going to be the team to do it. Sure, they got a good beating last time out there with Owler. I think it was on the occasion, was it? The Rats, and it's a crucial game for the Rats because they're in relegation territory, or the Gerry, if they don't win this one. But I can't see him winning this. I'd take a miracle. No clear-cut win for the Martins.
Ferns up against Owler, another one. Ferns fighting for a place here.
Yeah, we've seen Ferns test Owlert over the years, but Owlert lost their first game against the Martins, but they've been gradually building up that head of steam, and they're starting to play a very, very solid game, and make a lot of the players that are still playing for Owlert are good enough to still be playing for Wexford. And again, I can't look beyond Owlert because Ferns have struggled a little bit over the last year or two. Haven't been very good about 3 years ago, but they always give the Owlert a good game. But I can't again look past Owlert.
Ferns fighting for a lot here.
Yeah, Ferns have 3 points. Very lucky to come away with a draw last there. 2 late frees got him that valuable draw. And you know, that point, Gerry, could be the difference between being in the knockout stages and involved in relegation. But no, sure, Owlert a little bit like the Martins. And I mean, everybody already is getting the tea and the sandwiches ready for a long afternoon with Owlert and the Martins. If it goes that far to a county final, no, you couldn't see Ferns winning this.
And finally, a battle of the towns between the Harriers and Gorey. Gerry.
Yeah, we've been talking about it's crucial that town teams are going well, and it'd be a disaster for, I think, either if either the Raps, the Harriers, or Gorey to go down. But Harriers, I suppose, with Lee Chin on any team are going to be a force. I think the Harriers will just get over the line against Gorey. But again, Gorey are going very well, but it'll be a tough game. But I fancy the Harriers in that one.
And Willie?
No, I think maybe Gorey will just swing this. They have a lot of young players and they're enthusiastic about the Harriers. I've seen a couple of times this year very flat, and if Lee Chin doesn't turn up, they're in serious trouble. I mean, they got 10 points in one game. Lee Chin got 9. Mulligan, the wing back, got the other. No forward scored. I think Gorey maybe just about.
Willie, thank you. Thanks, Gerry. And get out and support your senior hurling teams this weekend.